Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning into the Pet Expo YouTube channel. This is Barry, and we got a wonderful new reptile order in today. What we're looking at right now is a pair of tomato frogs. These guys will get about twice the size that they are right now, mainly insectivores. You can feed them pinky mice on a very rare occasion, but you need to keep a lot of moss and a lot of humidity in these guys' cage. Also very bright coloration, as you can see. You can hear the excitement on them. The next ones came in a little darker than usual, but these are water dragons. These guys also make great pets. Are neotropical type animals, and they will lighten up tenfold. They're mostly a green, and they'll have some neater pink and blues underneath their throats and on their undersides. These guys also are very easily handled. As you can see, they're quite mellow little animals, so good for any ages. And kind of the same with the tomato frogs. These guys are insectivores and do take mice on rare occasions, more as like a treat for those guys. Also, up next is our bearded dragons. These guys, you can kind of see the color variant in them. These guys get about 2 foot long to 2.5 foot long. Also make really good pets. Pretty much what I like to call the puppy dog of our lizard world. And you can see how attentive they are, all just watching as I'm moving the camera around. Very easy to handle, and usually love to just lay right around with you or lay in your arm and kind of suck up your heat. These next ones are going to be a little bit harder to see, just because at this size I don't really trust them out of there, but when they grow up they do make great pets. These are brown basilisks. So these guys will get about 3 foot long with tail, are a tweed dwelling animal, so love to eat insects also. And then as they get larger, you can also feed them small mice as a treat. But these guys are known for running on water. So very, very fast lizard, especially at this size. But once again, as they get older and more used to you, very easy to handle and interact with. Our next ones come from Madagascar. And these are the Madagascar dwarf desert iguana, also known as the three-eyed lizard. These guys are, unlike other iguanas, more of an insectivore, but if you look at that, they have a very enlarged pineal gland on the top of their head, and that is just one of their light receptors to tell them, once again, if any predator is above them, or the difference between day and night. So these guys will get about another 3 to 4 inches on top of what they are. And also that pineal gland will get much larger in size on these guys. Also very good to handle too. You can kind of see, like the bearded dragons, they're watching the cameras very closely. Our next ones are veiled chameleons. These guys are one of our larger chameleon species. Got a couple different ones here. We'll just kind of cycle through. These are probably the best beginner chameleon because they're one of the most forgiving as far as humidity, and they readily take to food. We usually don't recommend handling chameleons too much just because it will stress them out. Now to move on to the snakes, we got some sand boas. These guys are actually one of our smaller snakes, reaching just under 2 foot for full grown. And these guys being captive bred, once again, very easy to feed. And anybody that wants a small beginner snake, this is probably the smallest and best to begin with on those guys. Next one of my favorite, just because of its attitude and its color. This is a Sumatran blood python. We'll open this guy up so we can get a little bit better view of him, because he's not seeming to want to move around too much right now. These guys get about the size of a ball python for length, and a little bit more girthy, as you can see. Much bulkier animal. They do have a little bit of an attitude, but can tame down quite easily. And very, very bright rust red coloration or maroon coloration all the way throughout their body. The last thing we'll check out, we'll kind of view over to the bearded dragons once again. And over to our styrofoam that they came in, our blue tongue skinks. These guys make great, wonderful pets because skinks are usually very, very calm. We'll pick them up because there's kind of a shadow there, and we'll bring them out to the light. Really nice coloration, medium large size lizard, but everybody's favorite, if we can get him to stick his tongue out, is that nice beautiful blue tongue. Now these guys do have very powerful jaws, but usually not too much to worry about because once again, skinks are very, very friendly animals. If you have any further questions on what came in today, please give us a call at 507-625-2505. This is Barry from the Pet Expo YouTube channel in Mankato, Minnesota.